The Cheeseboy 628 Show, starring Cheeseboy 628.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy 628 here today, giving you an LC Pokemon Showdown battle. That's right, I'm bringing the first Little Cup 6th Gen battle to you guys today. And this Little Cup team was brought to me by my buddy Triple Finish Gaming. It includes a Life Orb Sneasel, Life Orb Apom, Scarf Litleo, Sub SD Honedge, Life Orb Froakie, and Sub Bulk Up Snubble. Now looking at my opponent's team, it's nothing too crazy past 5th gen. It's definitely seemed like a standard Sand team from 5th gen. Although he does get to use Glagger because they didn't ban Glagger at the time that I had this battle. I don't know if they banned it now. Also, I have Berry Juice on my Honedge and Snubble, as it is much better than the Oran Berry, but I'm not sure if it's still legal now, as I had this battle a long time ago. Now looking at threats on my opponent's side, I know that Drillbur can be a threat with its ridiculous speed and attack, but I do have a ton of priority on this team, so I'm not too worried about that. I am a bit worried about Glagger, as there was a reason it was banned in 5th gen for being super bulky, so hopefully my Sneasel or Froakie will be around long enough to be able to take that thing out. So let's see how this battle goes. So I'm going to start out with my Apom to get a nice fake out off, and he's actually going to start out with his Mienfoo, and I'm just going to straight up go for the fake out. I don't care what he brings in. He's going to bring in his Hippopotas, so it's probably his physical wall. I'm just going to go for the return here to see how much damage it does. He predicts me to switch out probably and goes for the Whirlwind. Now I bring in my Litleo and I can go for the Fire Blast, and I do get a crit. I'm not entirely sure if that mattered. I'm not fully invested, and plus that Hippopotas could have some SpDef investment. But nonetheless, of course, that Moxie is not going to help me whatsoever, and Lileap is simply too bulky. So I'm going to bring in my Honedge, and he turns out to bring in his Glagger, and I'm going to go for the Shadow Sneak to see how much damage it does, and I barely live with 1 HP, and then the Berry Juice brings me back to full health, and he's going to go for the EQ once again. Now predicting the roost, I'm going to go for the SD, that way when I go for my Shadow Sneak the next turn, I'm able to get off a pretty decent amount of damage on that Glagger. And now I can easily revenge it with Sneasel, which I guess he just wants to fodder off his Glagger here, and it's going to die to an Ice Punch easy. Now he's going to bring in his Mienfoo, and I kind of make a weird play here. I go for the Ice Shard instead of bringing in my Snubble, as it does have Intimidate, and plus it's Fairy type in this gen, and then he's able to just easily go for the Drain Punch and take me out. So he gets most of his health back, and I just lose my Sneasel, which was a pretty big threat to his team, as he has a pretty huge Ice weakness. Now, this kind of sucks, because my Snubble is sub-bulk up, and I'm just trying to set up on this thing. I'm thinking, okay, there's nothing he can do, and then he reveals the substitute. So at the end of this turn, I get my Berry Juice, so I'm back to full health, and I'm thinking, this is just a losing battle for me. I have to switch out. I'm going to go into my Litleo, maybe get off a Fire Blast. Nope, he's going to go for the Psychic, easily take me out. Now I'm going to go into my Apom, just go for the fake out to break his sub, and he turns out to actually go for the Leech Seed as opposed to the Psychic, which gives me a perfect opportunity to go for the U-turn and easily take him out. So now I'm going to go into my Froakie, and he actually brings in his Lileap, which I presume is his special wall, and I'm actually going to go for the Ice Beam because the sand is not up, so his SpDef isn't ridiculous yet. And he actually goes for the Stockpile, so I'm thinking this is a pretty close amount of damage for me to possibly take him out, and thankfully I do. Now he brings in his Mienfoo, and I'm going to go right into Snubble, get off a nice Intimidate, and that way this Drain Punch does diddly. And judging by no Life Orb recoil, I'm guessing that he's Scarfed. And now here, he's going to bring in his Drillbur. I'm going to go for the Bulk Up, and he's going to go for the EQ, but because of the Bulk Up, I'm able to live, easily go for the Play Rough. Thankfully I hit, and I'm able to take him out. Now, he does bring in his Mienfoo again, that is his last poke. I'm going to fodder off my Froakie here, and now I have a free switch to my Apom. I'm going to go for a fake out, and I'm able to do a pretty sizable chunk. Another fake out should be able to take him out. Of course he flinches, and I'm going to bring in my Snubble now, just as fodder, get off and Intimidate, that really doesn't matter. He goes for the High Jump Kick, easily takes me out from 1 HP. Now I bring in my Apom, easily go for the fake out, take him out, and that Life Orb recoil will leave me with 1 HP. So that was a pretty epic Little Cup match. Thank you Triple Finish Gaming for giving me this awesome team, and thank you all for watching. Like, comment, sub, and until later, peace.